Hey everybody, it's Chris, and we are walking from Niagara Falls to Niagara Falls. Let me clarify, we're walking from Niagara Falls, New York to Niagara Falls, Ontario in Canada. Tonight is one of the nights for the Festival of Lights in Niagara Falls, Ontario. We're walking across the Rainbow Bridge. You can see the Niagara Falls, Canada area all lit up. You can see Niagara Falls, the American Falls on the left, Horseshoe Falls, the Canadian Falls on the right. I've got another video scheduled in January where I talk about how it's a really cool thing to walk across the Rainbow Bridge. If you come to Niagara Falls and you go from either Niagara Falls, Ontario to Niagara Falls, New York, you're probably going to cross the Rainbow Bridge. Most people drive across it, but walking across it is an awesome experience. I've got a video scheduled for January where we walk across it in broad daylight to look at the difference between the New York side and the Ontario side in terms of seeing the falls. Both sides have their advantages, and I talk about that in that video. Okay, so now we're at the point where you can see the two flags there. We are at the point where we're basically going to be walking along the Parkway there to see all those lights. I'll pan again so you can get that view. Now we're going to get up really close. But isn't that something? Beautiful Niagara Falls. We're getting close. Okay, I'm going to check us in through customs and I'll pick it up on the other side. Okay, so this is a Festival of Lights video, not a Clifton Hill video, but because we're going to walk right by Clifton Hill, what I'm going to do is walk up and down Clifton Hill, shoot some of the sights. If you've not been to Clifton Hill, it's kind of a kitschy, tacky, touristy part of Niagara Falls, Ontario. But this video is all about kind of lights, right? The Festival of Lights. So how can we walk by Clifton Hill without taking a quick diversion, and then we'll check out the true Festival of Lights. So we're getting close to Clifton Hill, but there's a bunch of Christmas lights here too, in the park there. We're gonna walk right through there, so don't think we're like just skipping past that. Isn't it neat? And there's the Skylon Tower right there in the dead center. And this is Clifton Hill, welcome. You know, it's really just a bunch of fast food places. I mean, it's a little more than that, that's not fair, but it's a bunch of fast food places. And many of them American brands, Burger King, IHOP, Ruby Tuesday, you can see them. We've got Applebee's. Like I said, most of these brands are, I shouldn't say most, but a lot of these brands are American.
So there is another auction.
IHOP.
You pay $50 for a person to do this.
Oh, that's the Empire State Building. You know, I never noticed that. I've walked up here many times, and I know I've seen King Kong up there, and I just never put two and two together. Back down Clifton Hill, and then we'll enjoy the Festival of Lights. We're gonna see an awesome laser show, a fireworks show. Should be a good night. I'm shooting this with my iPhone, and I know I can see little green dots on the screen, and folks, I apologize for that. So this Ferris wheel here, I'm gonna just get a little closer, is heated and air conditioned. You can see it's like, they're like gondolas. They're like almost like if you're at a ski resort. So you're not outside when you're up there, you're enclosed. Pretty cool. I've never done that, probably won't do it. Crunch cream, never heard of that. There are 2 or 3 casinos on this side of the border, and there's one in Niagara Falls, New York. I'm not a gambler, but I'm sure they do a good business. Okay, enough with Clifton Hill. Let's check out the Festival of Lights. And I assure you, we're gonna get up close to the falls too. Pretty nice, huh? Now, this extends all the way to a place called Dufferin Islands. It might even go beyond that. Now I'm on foot, and walking Dufferin Islands through the Festival of Lights is not something I don't think anyone would recommend. We're not going to see the Festival of Lights in its entirety, but we're going to see the brunt of it. As I said, there's a laser show and a fireworks show. The laser show is held, I believe it's every half hour. I don't know how long it is. And the fireworks show is at 8 p.m., which is in about another hour or so. And I believe the fireworks are like 5 minutes. So we're gonna get a pretty neat show. Okay, that is totally awesome. I don't know if you can see, but dead ahead, it's like kids seesawing on illuminated seesaws. We're gonna have to check that out. Now, what the heck is this all about? Oh, she's making smoke? That's interesting. Like, is that like a holiday ambiance? Someone call 911, and here's another one. I don't know. Oh, that's pretty cool. See the kids on the, I don't know what that, you'd call that a swing of some sort?
Hey, Liz.
Skyline Tower. Oh, that's a great shot. This is beautiful. This is something. I think I mentioned earlier, last year I did this on my motorcycle, and I didn't get to experience any of this because I was on the road and I was moving, obviously. So this is so, oh, here's the laser show. Oh, I'm missing it. Oh, I'm missing it. There it is. Wow, and that explains the smoke, right? The smoke gives the lasers an awesome effect. Wow, I'm gonna back up. Hey, no, you're fine, you're fine. Wow. This is something. Wow. See the kids on the seesaw? Totally awesome. Wow. Hey. Pretty cool. Wow. I'm not sure how long this show is. And there's another one in another half hour, and we'll catch that one from the other side, from over by the falls. Get a different angle. Trying to walk backwards without killing myself or bumping into anyone. Wow. Oh my word. That's beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna back away. I'm gonna turn around just because I'm not sure how long this is gonna continue for. We will see a second show in a half an hour, and then a half an hour later, the fireworks will go off. This is something. I am so glad I came here. I am shooting this in late November. I realize it's not going to be scheduled until late December. I just have a bunch of videos already in the queue. And on that note, I've got a bunch of videos in the queue after this. So literally, we're going to see a lot of cool places. It's still going. My word. We're gonna see a lot of awesome things. We're gonna go on a lot of awesome walks and hikes. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. The unmistakable smell of marijuana. It's everywhere. Now that it's legal, it's just everywhere. See how beautiful the falls? So that's the American Falls right there. And just beyond, in the center of the photo right now, in the center of the screen right now, is the American casino I was telling you about. I say American, it's actually native. It's a Seneca Nation of Indians casino right there. And there's the Horseshoe Falls, the Canadian Falls. We're gonna get up real close to it. And there's another one of the Canadian casinos right there. Okay, so we're gonna cross the Parkway now. Thank you. So the newest, and it's not really new anymore, it's been around for I think a year or so, but the newest a tourist attraction on the American side is that balloon you see there. You can get in a big giant basket and it takes you up and you get a panoramic view of the entire region. I told you we'd get close to the falls. So that's Horseshoe Falls. So you can get up close to it there on the American side, or there where we're headed now on the Canadian side, what's called the Table Rock area. And there's the American Falls. In a separate video I talk about this, but on the American side, The cool thing is you can get really, really close to all of the falls, the Horseshoe Falls and the American Falls. Whereas on this side, unless you cross over to that side, this is as close as you get to the American Falls. Whereas, I mean, there are people right now, I'm sure, on Luna Island right there and walking around right there, Niagara Falls State Park, Goat Island right there. Whereas you see it from a distance on the Canadian side. You can see the puddles and the moisture on the ground. It hasn't rained here in a while, but the mist from the falls is just amazing. Now, I don't know if it's been a shift in the winds or what, but we're not getting it right now. And because it's so cold, it's probably only 40 degrees, but while that's not freezing, it's still pretty cold. If I get to a point where I'm getting hit with the moisture, I'm gonna have to back away because I do not want to get wet tonight. But it looks like we're gonna be able to get up close, like literally right there at Horseshoe Falls at the Table Rock area without getting wet, which would be a good thing. So this complex here is called the Table Rock Center because it's right at the area along Horseshoe Falls called Table Rock. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, now you can. They're changing colors. The falls are changing colors. Here we go. Look at that. Isn't this something? Now we're gonna walk back towards that laser show area and we'll catch the show from this side and we'll enjoy more views of the falls as we make our way there. You can see the apparatus there that shines the light on the falls. Got a slight mist on my glasses, so there is some moisture coming down, but it's not too bad. So as I'll mention in many of my videos, I'm a walker, I'm a hiker. Walking for me is recreation. And so a lot of my videos are gonna be us walking together through cities, small towns, in the middle of the woods. If there's a cool thing to see on foot, I wanna see it. And the good thing is I'll take you along with me and you don't have to get winded. I'll get winded and you can just relax on your phone or watching it on your TV. Now, just as I wasn't sure where the laser show would be set off from, we just happened to be at the right place at the right time. I'm not sure exactly where the fireworks are launched from. I should know that because I've seen them countless times. I used to live for 6 months when I moved to Niagara Falls in the tower just to the left of the casino. It's called the Giacomo Hotel. And every night in the summer, when they do the fireworks, watch the fireworks, but I never really thought to look to see where they're shooting off from. And because of that, I think what I'm gonna do, they're gonna go off at 8, and I think I'm gonna try to be on the Rainbow Bridge when they go off, because that gives us a panoramic view of the whole area, so we'll see the fireworks along with the American Falls and the Canadian Falls. Capture it in just one shot, whereas if I were to stand, let's say right here, and the fireworks were gonna go off somewhere like where we are right now, it'd be awesome. I mean, I'd do this and I'd show you the fireworks, but I'd love to be able to see them and have the falls be in the background. Skyline Tower's pretty cool. I've been up a couple of times, once when I first moved here and a couple of times like with guests. It's kind of like the CN Tower. I just got back from a day trip to Toronto, and the CN Tower is nice. I mean, you should do it if you're going to Toronto for the first time, but I'm pretty certain that most people who go up it wouldn't go back up it. Once you do it, you've kind of done it. If you disagree with me, put it in the comments. So I've got a bunch of videos scheduled, as I mentioned earlier, and a lot of them are hiking along, I shouldn't say a lot of them, but a few of them are hiking along this Niagara River gorge. So basically, if you're not familiar with how this works, so the river, the Niagara River, which starts in Buffalo coming out of Lake Erie, pours over the falls, the Horseshoe Falls, the American Falls. It is called the Upper River for obvious reasons when it's before the falls, and then it pours into this gorge, and then it's called the Lower River. And along the Lower River, on both sides of the river, are awesome hiking trails, and it's just an incredible place to be. And if you follow me on this channel, if you subscribe, you'll see what I'm talking about. We're also going to see a lot of cool things throughout this region. Now, we're going to travel much further than Western New York, but to kick off the channel, most of the videos for the next couple of months will be kind of on my turf. Okay, so the next show, the next laser show should be starting now. There it is. I'm going to get a better vantage point for us to see that. Oh, wow. I'll zoom in a little. You know what? I think that's a show that's better seen up close, and I apologize, folks. Okay, so sorry about the laser show. We didn't get as good a view as I thought we would, but I just talked to a couple of guys. They're clearing this area where we are right now because this right here is where they shoot the fireworks from. And we will get a really good vantage point from the bridge. So that's where we're headed. Look what I see. A Maid of the Mist boat. I didn't even know they did this. That is so awesome. Imagine being on that boat at night. This is a learning experience. I'm embarrassed to say that you know what? I'm looking closer at that boat. I don't know that I see people on it. I don't know what that's all about. Let's continue on. Okay, we're right back where we started from on the Rainbow Bridge. American Falls, Horseshoe Falls, Niagara Falls, Ontario. And the fireworks are gonna go off right there, I believe. So I'm gonna move a little further over. I don't know where would be the best vantage point, but they're gonna go off in about 10 minutes. So the fireworks are about to go off, and as much as I think I have the perfect vantage point here on the Rainbow Bridge, I wouldn't mind being on that boat right now. And yet I don't see, there's some people on it, but it's not jam-packed. I wonder if that's like a staffer thing. And now that I'm looking at the boat, I don't know if that's the Hornblower, which is the Canadian side, or the Maid of the Mist, which is the US side. But, oh, they're heading back to where the action's at. Okay, they're about to start any second now. I believe it's like 8 o'clock sharp. You can see the boat is primed and ready. I'm ready. There we go. I don't know if you noticed, I think the lights on the falls are pulsating with the fireworks, if that's possible. This is a 5-minute show, so we probably got another couple of minutes. Wow. Wow. What a finale. If you like this video, I hope you did, please hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, but you like seeing cool things like that, please hit that subscribe button. If you have any comments on anything we talked about or anything we saw tonight, please comment. We're now crossing the boundary between Canada and the United States. We're now back in the US. And until the next video, thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye.